It's Graham here, and I'm here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. We Share Abundance is a cloud nation, and we are an emerging nation. We've been around for about 2 3/4 years, and we've put in our foundations, and we have our own treasury, social services, currency, economy, and we're now expanding and building that economy on those foundations for the benefit of all the citizens. We are, if you liken us to a geographical nation, we're now putting the industries in place to generate the demand for our currency and increase the liquidity and value of that currency. We should be streaming live on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly. And I'm going to head over there now because if things go wrong, that is where we tend to find out that they're going wrong. We also get most of the comments there. So I'm going to Facebook, and when I get to Facebook, if Facebook will come up, then I am going to search for We Share Abundance Publicly group. And when that comes up, and it's taking its time, okay, I'm going to be looking for the 23rd of January. And I'm not sure that this is working. Let me refresh the page. Sometimes that works. That's better. Okay. I think we're okay. If I click on this thing that says click, hopefully we'll get some comments. We've got Andrew Dean in from New Zealand, where of course it's hopefully a sunny and summery morning there. It's Tuesday morning in New Zealand, middle of the summer. I hope he's enjoying beautiful sunshine, weather, and life in general. And he's letting me know I'm coming through loud and clear. Thank you, Andrew. And then we've got Richard from Devon, which is not far from me. I'm in Cornwall. Devon and Cornwall are next to each other in the southwest peninsula of England. And it's been a nice day here. It's been sunny, not too much wind. It's been cold, but it's been sunny and dry. And that's the best you can ask for in the middle of winter, isn't it? So, where was I up to? Yeah, we are a cloud nation. We are the United States of the world. And as I said, we are building our economy now to benefit all citizens. So who can be a citizen of the United States of the world? Well, anyone. We welcome members from every continent, country, colour, class, creed, background, gender, financial status, educational level. None of it matters because we're a non-separatist organisation. We just see everybody as human beings. We don't pigeonhole them because they're fat or thin or old or young or whatever. Just human beings. We recognise that every human being is unique, and so every human being has something unique to offer to our community, and so is of equal value and should be treated with equal love and respect, and they are. Having said that, what's it cost to join? Nothing. In fact, we'll pay you $5 just to complete your profile, and you can then use that $5 to get started staking our currency to build a portfolio of wealth for coming generations, many generations to come. We're here for the long haul, not for a few years, not for a few days, a few weeks, a few months. We're here for a few generations. We're here for many generations. We are intending to be lasting as long as any geographical nation. So here we go. We've got Rosina in from Scotland, in Edinburgh, north of right up in the north. I hope it's been a good day there. And we've got Ramachandra in from India. He's actually a UK citizen from Watford, but he's been in India for some time on some spiritual pilgrimages, which I envy him for, and also spreading the word about we share abundance. Okay. Um, Philosophy here is to encourage you to come with a positive mindset and willingness to share love and abundance. And the reason for that is what everybody seeks, no matter what they think. If they were to write down, what would you like in life? And they'll write down lots of things, usually material things. Sometimes it might be relationships or things like that. But what people really seek is happiness. Everything that they write down is there because they feel it will make them happy. And you can't buy happiness. You can only earn happiness. Money, possessions will not necessarily bring you happiness. You might get some pleasure out of it. You got that brand new car that you've wanted for years and years, and you get in it, and it's all leather, and you can smell the leather, and it's got that new feeling. You'll be happy. You'll get some pleasure out of it. But after a while, it'll just be a car, and it'll get you from A to B, and you'll want something else, maybe a bigger car, or this year's model instead of last year's model, or a boat, or a new home. There'll always be something more that you'll want to fill that hole inside you. And the only way you can fill that is through being of loving service and getting and generating that true happiness within you. And that is what we aim for. That is what we're about. And the great thing about that is when you go about life in that way, all those other things that you might have written down on paper that you want, everything you want and need just flow to you automatically. So just get out there and be of loving service to as many people as you can. Make the service as valuable as you can. Do it without the thought of reward. Do it just out of pure love for helping people, and you'll change your life for the better. Let's see who else we've got in. We've got Norman Firth in from Doncaster, Deborah from Alabama, USA, Doncaster, UK, of course. Um, Ramachandra says, where I'm traveling, some places there's no network. Yeah, there is always a network to go though, isn't there, Ramachandra, where you're going. So you might miss out on these lives, but you can always catch up on them from the replays, which a lot of our members do anyway. Because no matter what time of day you pick, it's not going to be good for everybody. Some people are going to be at work, people are going to be asleep, some people are going to be out enjoying themselves, playing sport, whatever. There is never one time in the day that will suit everyone. So we have a lot of people that just catch up on the um, recordings, which are always in our group and on YouTube. I'm not sure whether you can find them on Twitch actually. I don't know a lot about Twitch, but I know that we are streaming live on Twitch as I speak. Okay, right. Um, with everything I said, let's get started in our normal fashion with a short prayer. And the prayer is there to help you attract that happiness into your life. And then we'll follow that very short prayer with a very short affirmation. And that's there to help us shed any prejudice so that we may be true to our ideology of that non-separatist organization that we are. Okay, so we'll start now with that little prayer, and it goes like this. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you. We ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, each member may find the joy of service, and through service, bless each member that they attract true happiness and everything they need in life. Amen. And the affirmation we have goes like this. We're so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world, with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, free us all from divisive harmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Okay, let's get started. Let's hit the road. Um, Talking of hitting the road, I hit the road today. I had some personal issues I had to attend to, so I was missing for half a day. But incredibly, I got a good early start in, and I probably got more done today than I do when I'm here for the whole day. So it's been a good day in that respect. I will also be missing for most of the day on Friday because I've got to go for a night check. These hospitals, once they've got the positive, they never let go. But I'm going to tell them that if they're not going to do anything to sort out my cataract, I'm not going to keep just turning up for them to do tests. Oh yeah, and it's about the same, or you know. So um, that will be Friday. So I'll be missing most of Friday. Today, while I was away, um, we'd had a ticket in from a very honest and valued member, and he said that he'd been credited with some um, secondary staking, which he never bought. And so we referred that to uh, Deviani, who was back today, and she'd been looking into it, and she she looked into it. She found out that it was a serious bug, really, in coding, and it was allocating secondary staking to people and various other things when they weren't entitled. So she's been spending all day correcting things, and she's not finished it yet, and she will be on it tomorrow, and she'll get it all finished tomorrow. She said there's a quick fix, or what it really needs. I said, look, we don't want a quick fix. We want it to be right. She said it'll take quite a bit of time. I said we must have it right. Okay, it's got to be right. So it's going to take. Well, it's taken all day today, probably all day tomorrow. So um, that is what's happening on the development. We're fixing a bug. We're going to squash it once and for all. On my side, as I say, I've not been here for most of the day, but I did get the um, what's it called, Vortic 10K Club emails out. Now, I was hoping to be able to pass in the information from the spreadsheet, but I know it's possible, but I couldn't do it. Okay. Um, so we had to resort to another way of getting it handled, but we did get in touch with everybody that we've been able to verify the payments for the 10K Club. Now, there are some payments that we've not been able to allocate, and there are a lot of forms that we can't verify payments for. And so I did send also a message out to people's inbox in the internal messaging system at We Share Abundance with a list of the usernames that we've been able to verify the payments for. And if they think that they've made a payment and they're not on that list, then they need to complete a form and get it in. The operative word there is complete. It's no good sending a form in without proof of the payment. We can't tie things up just from, oh yeah, I paid $10 by crypto. I mean, it doesn't help us at all. We've got to know how you paid, and usually it's through coin payments. And if you paid through coin payments, we need the coin payment TXID, because the TXID of you paying to coin payments is of no help to us. We need the coin payments TXID starting with CP. And if you paid by a card, it was through Banished Poverty. And we need your order number that you got both in an email and when you paid from Banished Poverty, so that it helps us tie in that payment to you. So it's a little bit still ongoing. I'm hoping we'll get it cleared in the next day or so. But it is in a much improved state than it has been for a while, and it is getting sorted out. It's a little bit time consuming, and it will be far less time consuming if people can just fill in those forms with a TXID if they're paid by crypto. If they're paid to coin payments, it should start with the letters CP. If they paid through some other means with a crypto, I need to know who they paid it to, where they got the address from, and I need the TXID as well to verify that, to make sure it came into one of our accounts. If you paid by a card, then I need to know the order number. Everybody gets an order number when they pay through Banished Poverty. And if we've got the order number, we can tie it into a specific payment. If we haven't got the order number, sometimes there are lots of payments out there, and it's so difficult to try and locate a payment amongst all the payments. You know, there's thousands of payments there to try and locate one and tie it up and verify that it was for what was intended, because people through Banished Poverty pay for all sorts of different things, for the Easy Business Builder plan, for the Profit Builder plan, for secondary staking, for cash cow program, for all sorts of things. And to be able to find a payment is very, very difficult if we don't have that order number. If we've got that order number, boom, it's so simple. We can do it in a matter of seconds. Without the order number, we can spend an hour and still not find it sometimes. So you need to complete the form if you feel you have made a payment and you're not in the list of verified payees. Okay? Payers. Payees? Payers? Payers, isn't it? Payers. You're the payer. We're the payee. Okay. Who else have we got? We've got Kingsley from Manchester, UK. I hope it's been a nice day up there as well, Kingsley. It's been beautiful down here. Cold, but beautiful. Okay, not that cold, not freezing cold, but chilly. Okay. What else? Yeah. What's it called? Beyond Infinity. Beyond Infinity, we have now gone well past $3,000 that we've used to help our members get into Beyond Infinity. It's normally $50. We're giving everybody $35 back, or paying that $35 extra for them. You can either pay the $50, which is a very quick route to do it, and we will then send you $35 rebate, or you can send us $15 and we will then pay your $50 for you. Either way, it works out the same. The net effect for you is it costs you $15 for what would normally be $50, and it sets you up for financial freedom. There is no way you can then pay more in that program. You know, they don't come chasing you for more money, because there's no way that you can pay more. That is it. That is the most anybody can put in from their pocket. Now you can use any commissions you earn if you choose to refer the plan to other people to speed up your process and make you more money. But you can't actually put your hand in your pocket and pay out more than $50. So I like it for that reason. It puts a ceiling on it for everybody. Everybody starts at the same level. Everybody is at the same level. Everybody has the same opportunity. You can't leverage your way in with a fat wallet if you've got one. I've got a wallet that looks fat, but it's all credit cards that are all used up. So I'm talking about a fat wallet with cash in. Well, there's a fiver in there. Either. Okay, uh, right. But you can't do that with Beyond Infinity. $50 is the maximum out-of-pocket expense for everybody. And as I say, that $50 we give our referrals that come in through the Share Abundance account. We give them all $35 back. A $40 commission for introducing somebody at that $50 level. And after fees and things like that, when we collect it, when we pay it out, it comes out roughly at $35. So, that's what we give to people. Also, the first three commissions that you make are pretty much all used up. I think you end up with $10 or $20 or something positive cash flow from your first three. But after your first three, then it gets better and better and better. Okay, and there are different income streams in there that you'll get into, but I'm not going into that all now. I just want to let you know that we have now gone well past $3,000 in helping people get in there. And I would love it for every single member to be in there, no matter how much it costs us, because it is a plan that is built around integrity. It's a very well thought out plan, and the people behind it are very caring people. Similarly with Vortic. Vortic is another third party plan we're promoting. We promote several because multiple income streams are the sensible way for you to go. Doesn't matter how good a program is, how well you think it is, how long you think it's going to last, it can disappear, boom, overnight. And if it's your only program, you've lost everything. If, on the other hand, you've got 10 or so income streams, even if they're all only bringing in relatively small amounts, even if they're bringing in $10 a month each, and you've got 10 of them, that's $100 a month. So it can add up. $100 a month is a lot for some people in some countries. In some countries, people that are in a fairly good situation would probably say, well, $100 is neither here nor there. I wouldn't say that, but there are some people that would. But that's the principle. Get as many income streams as you can. It's good for your security. And Vortic is again another very sound program with a very caring CEO. He's going to build an ecosystem and have debit cards. And there's lots and lots he's got planned for Vortic apart from the passive income. And there's no monthly fees. You join, you put in what you can afford. It's got to be a minimum of $50. He brought that down from $100 because I said to him, a lot of our members simply can't afford $100. And because he's got a good heart, he said, okay. And he halved it and he brought it down to $50. Now I know a lot of you can't afford $50 either, but there has to be a lower limit to make it viable from an investment point of view. And I think $50 is really, really fair. You look at something like funds, which is another great program, one we promote. The minimum there is $100. and it is $100, and they're not bringing it down. It's $100 plus a monthly fee of at least $10, possibly $50. So Vortic is very good to get into. It'll also pay you more than most programs. And they have real time um, transparency of their trading, and they're building more and more things into the back office where you can see things, see what's going on. Very, very transparent organization, as I say, with a very caring CEO in Jensen. Unfortunately, I say unfortunately, he was brought up in Germany. His English is very good, but it has this German accent. And I find it hard to follow what he's saying sometimes, I've got to confess. So when he's talking to you about things, maybe you have a similar problem, or maybe you'll be better at listening to what goes on. But I urge you to all check out Vortic, really good. And if you choose to refer Vortic, it's got an amazing compensation plan, better than any other passive plans that I've seen out there. You will make money up front on anybody that you refer that puts a deposit in. You get 10% on that. You can get paid through, I think, 15 levels as you build up your status, and you also get daily income on what everybody earns that you bring in. So if you bring somebody in that invests, say, $10,000, which is not unusual. It is in our group, I know, but it's not unusual in these programs. Um, and the $10,000 they're making, how much are they making? I think they're making 500 a week or something like that. $500 a week. No, $400 a week. I think. No, 10,000. $600 a week. They're making $600 a week, and you get paid 10% of it, and then making it daily, they get $120 a day, $600 a week. So you're making 10% of that. You're making $12 a day. As on top of the fact that you got 10% of the 10,000 that they put in. So you made 1,000 up front, and then after that, you're making $12 a day, $60 a week, and that's going to come in forever. And it's probably going to go up because they're going to stick some more in because they enjoy making that sort of money. So it's a very, very lucrative plan to promote. Very stable, very solid, um, and it's worth if you can hustle up $50, get in there, start referring a few people, work your way up the status, and you will be very happy with what you will get as a return there. Okay, that pretty much covers it. I have got some numbers for you. I've not checked what's it called, coin ranking. I don't know what the prices are in waves either. Waves and coin ranking don't seem to agree, but I've not had time to get into waves or look at coin ranking. Um, but we have a net decrease of 4 in our registered members to 38,778. Net decrease, we take out people that have not logged in for 2 months, and we always get new registrations. And if we've got more registrations than we take out, it's a net increase. And if it's the other way around, it's the other way around. And today it's the other way around. We're -4. Active members count is people that are logging in on a regular basis, usually every day, because we pay you to log in every day. Now, you log in every day, you get a reward every day. And the active member count is up by 33 in the last 24 hours to 4,052. Multiply Weezer, which is a sister site we have, there's no change in the registered members or the what's it called, the bonus pool. Um, when I say there's no change, it's it's gone up a little bit, but it's not enough to move it into the next dollar range. So it's still at $10,069. I'm looking forward this year to be able to distribute that bonus pool amongst the active members in there. But first of all, our prime objective is to get the Turnkey Cash Cow program really operating really well, because that will bring in uh, quite a lot of demand, high demand for our tokens. It will put money into the liquidity pool. It'll enhance the value of the tokens, the liquidity of the tokens, and of course, it'll make our Turnkey Cash Cow members a lot of money. Um, there will be benefits felt throughout the whole of the um, We Share Abundance community from the plans that we have there. And what we're doing there, we have engaged Caleb O'Dowd's ROI Tips organization to run the marketing campaign for the Turnkey Cash Cow. And that's being put together now. We'll get it out there as soon as we possibly can. We're fingers crossed for about 3 weeks. It's probably going to be 4. It might stretch into a little bit more. We'll have to wait and see. But when it does hit the road, it'll hit it with the wheels spinning. You know, it'll really take off. And Caleb has well over $150 million worth of sales for his clients, and we're really just looking at probably month one, I'd be happy with maybe $35,000 worth of sales. But we want to be increasing that every month and every campaign, and there's a possibility of running more campaigns than one a month as well. So we've got to get that first one up and running, out of the way, and then we can get more running. And I would love to get to the point where we've got 3 campaigns a month going out, all bringing in good cash and helping boost the economy of We Share Abundance. Okay, and we've got Syed here from Pakistan as well, saying hello, hello. I say hello. You say good. No, you say goodbye. I say hello. I'm about to say goodbye, actually. But first, I'm going to. Oh, there is an Avazu webinar for distributors, salespeople, or whatever they call them. It was scheduled originally for 7 p.m., the same time as ours. But I noticed there was divine intervention, and it's been moved to 8 p.m. So it'll start in 25 minutes. So if we get finished in the next 5 minutes or so, you'll have plenty of time to get over there. They're starting an exciting competition. 25 sales of raffle tickets, any level, could be $20, $50, $100, 25 sales between now and the raffle ending, the sale of tickets ending anyway. If you've got 25, you qualified for the competition. The competition will have 1,000 winners. So you want to get as many sales as you can, actually, because the top salesman, or whatever you want to call them, of tickets, the top prize out of those 1,000 people will be $1 million. So, you know, you get out there and you sell a few thousand tickets, you're going to be up in that top percentage, and maybe even the top one with $1 million prize. Plus, there are other benefits that go with it. I can't remember what the other prizes are, but he'll probably tell you tonight. He'll probably go into more detail on it tonight. So How are you going to make 25 sales? I'm going to show you how you can do that very easily once they get everything sorted out and they are properly up and running, and um, they have all the systems in place. They're still working through things. It's their first Raffle. They've been working on it for almost 20 years, about the same length of time I've been working on what we're in. Uh, they're coming to fruition, and we're coming to fruition. 2023 is going to be a good year for Havasu. It's going to be a good year for We Share Abundance. Consequently, it's going to be a good year for you. Okay, so let's get over to the Melon app, and we'll see if we've got any comments or questions in from YouTube or Twitch. And we've got Lewis in from, he's on YouTube and he's from Portugal, saying hi to everyone. Have we got anybody else? Have we got any more? No, that looks like that is it in total. So with that said, be we some warriors. Get out there, share love and abundance. It'll make you feel good. It'll benefit all your peers, all your fellow citizens, and you'll just feel great for doing your part. The more you do, the faster we move along. We're going to move along pretty fast once we get these campaigns up and running. Anyway, in 2023, we're going to follow up the Turnkey Cash Cow with our games site. And that's going to be very exciting. There's going to be trivia games on there where people can win tens of thousands of dollars, and that is that is going to be a very exciting development. We've got the mall coming, which is going to be another exciting development. It's going to be something I can't say we're going to rival Amazon or eBay or whatever, but it's possible that we could. Once our members get to see the benefits from that mall, they will be far higher than being an Amazon affiliate or an eBay affiliate or whatever they are. Anyway, that is coming in the future, one of many things, and we're working on all these things behind the scenes for the benefit of all our members. It's going to be a great 2023. Start it now. Get out there, go that extra mile, be of loving service to everyone you meet. Help them to get involved, help them to understand that they can make money simply giving away free coupons from our soap program. Okay, it's all good news, except for the bug. But the good news is we're going to squash it. Okay, so with that said, I love you all. I'll feed the same. I'll be back as I am always at 7 p.m. London time on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group. We share abundance publicly. And until tomorrow, as I say, I'll feed the same, or I'll see you later, alligator, in a wild crocodile. See you later, alligator. Always wear a smile. See you later, alligator. Go the extra mile. I'll see you later, alligator.